Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those that don't know me, I'm Kerry. I'm the redhead reseller. I sell across eBay, Vinted, Etsy and Depop. We have got sales across 3 out of 4. We all know what Depop's like, it's not fantastic. So yeah, back onto a sales update. I am off tomorrow, on Thursday. I'm off tomorrow, thank God, and I feel like I have not been to the charity shops and tip shops in ages. So I am going to go shopping tomorrow. I'm going to take you with me, obviously, and bring you a new and updated video for the tip shops and charity shops, and hopefully get to a car boot even tomorrow and Sunday, hopefully. But this weather's already changing, so we shall see. But sales update. We're starting on £14,545.40. And obviously I did say when I got to that £15,000 mark I'd be treating myself to something because I am working damn hard. So I have treated myself to a private reg plate. Oh yeah. I managed to get pretty much Kerry spelled out for very, very cheap. Instead of a E, it was an F, which is perfectly fine. You're not going to get much better unless you actually get the full private reg, which is going to cost thousands. Luckily, this has only cost me £400. So I am not putting it back on this because it's coming out of my money. But I treated myself for the fact that I did hit the next target. So my next target after that is going to be the 10,000 mark. Maybe a holiday this time because I don't know what else to buy myself otherwise. So we are starting on £14,545.40. We will do our Vinted and Etsy ones first because there aren't many across either of them. I'm still using Crosslist and I am deleting, as of now, I'm deleting 100 of my listings a day on Vinted and Depop and reloading them again just because it takes like 10 minutes to deal with on Crosslist, so it's fantastic. So hopefully that brings in a couple more sales. But we have got, on Vinted, we've got 2 orders. We've got this Powerpuff Girls bowl. It cost me 50p and I sold it for £11. Didn't hang around too long either, to be honest. It's something different. Takes me back to being a child anyway. I'm sure it takes many of you back as well, Powerpuff Girls. And then the last one for Etsy, for Vintage rather, is this True Religion cap. Cost me 50p, sold it for 35 quid. An offer came in, I had it up for 40. An offer came in for 25, and I was like, yeah, no, not happening. It's been on Vintage for like 30 seconds at this point. So I went back at 35, they ignored it, I was like, fine. And then the next day, someone came in and took my £35 offer. So 50p into 35 with no fees. I wish that could happen every day. But that is everything for Vinted. We then have Etsy. So I have this travel Scrabble, first of all, cost me £1, sold it for £19.99. Didn't have its box or anything. Didn't have the cardboard box, but it had the actual box that it came in. And then I sold this Churchill mug, cost me 10p in that £10 bundle. I sold it for £6.99. So that's fantastic. And that's it for Etsy. And then we are on to eBay. This eBay beginning of April hasn't been too busy as of yet. It's been steady, and so far I'm on task for hitting my target for April, so that's fantastic. I mean, we're only on the 9th today, and this doesn't even include all of April so far. So yeah, we're on target anyway, and that's the main thing. So I've got this Payday game, cost me 50p, I sold it for £12.99. This comic cost me 50p, sold it for £7.99. This Huawei plush, I couldn't get it working, so I have put that it was untested. Did I even test it? I didn't change batteries or anything. I think because I didn't have any batteries, so I took the old batteries out, and then that was it. So it is untested. So it cost me 50p, and I sold it for £29.99. I've then got this magnetic bracelet type thing. It came from my dad, so it didn't cost anything, and sold it for £31. These Pokemon cards, I got given them, so they didn't cost me anything. I sold them on an auction for £51. This dress cost me £1. I sold it for £12.99. This t-shirt cost me £1. I sold it for £9.99. This Monsters Inc. toy cost me 10p. Sold it for £12.99. Crazy. This IK plush, bought it for 50p. Sold it for £14.99. Some IK plushes are worth picking up. They don't take up much room and they sell well. This Jurassic Park figure, again untested, cost me £2. Sold it for £18. This board game cost me £1 and I sold it for £19.99. These locks were my dad's, so it didn't cost me anything again. Sold them for £12.50. This Emma Bridgewater mug cost me 20p and I sold it for £5.99. This Jeff Banks case cost me nothing, so it was my dad's. I sold it for £7.99. I had a bit of a clock day the other day. I sold this mantle clock, bought it for £1, didn't hang around too long, and I sold it for £13.49. And this Disney clock cost me £2. I sold it for £20. And then these lemonade glasses, they cost me £5.99, and I sold them for £19.99. So like I said, not fantastic orders or anything, but they, every sort of £10, £15, it all adds up. And without them, I probably wouldn't have had many orders at all. So, eBay is ticking along, not as good as I wanted it to at the moment, but I'm hoping it does get a lot better. I have noticed other people are saying the same thing. I think people are just struggling for money at the moment. But, like I said, we're on target. That's my main thing, we're on target. The business is growing. So far this year, I have doubled my profit compared to last year. So that is absolutely fantastic. I will take that all day long because that is what I want to be able to grow my business. And I have spoken to ChatGPT. I am addicted to that thing now. Spoken to ChatGPT and worked out what I need to do to grow my business even more. So it's mentioned like more listings and things like that. So I need to start putting some of that in place. But other than that, that's everything from me. We are now ending this video on £14,272.49. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there, but we're doing it. But yeah, that is everything. How's everyone else's sales going in the beginning of April? How's your first week been? Are you hitting all your own targets? But until the next one, please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye!